What it do, homie? So apparently we got something special here. Literally, Special Relief Committee. Hatsune, GUMI, IA, Flower, Kafka, and Kasane. Okay, so we got the Avengers right here, squad of all the synth Vocaloid banks, right? GUMI, Hatsune, and Kasane Teto. I got a lot of reactions to Kasane Teto. I'm familiar with. I, Flower, and KAFU. I do not know. Now 32 key Atna. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. I have no idea what's going on. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, silly me. Silly me, like I understand Japanese. I better turn on CC. What's wrong with me? Who I think I am? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I see what they're doing right here. So in my journey, in my journey of reacting to a bunch of Vocaloid, I've come to learn that I don't know when it happened, but people, they expressed either personal stuff or, real life problems or motivational stuff through these Vocaloid characters, synth banks and everything. And I've come to learn, I do a lot of Kasane Teto stuff, and I've come to learn what those type of songs usually about and whatnot. So when I'm listening to these lyrics and everything, they're saying, let me run it back because I can't go back and look at it because it doesn't provide the CC. But just to give you guys an idea what I'm talking about. Right, help me with it on average, arrive in 2 seconds. Young, old, men or women, we save everyone regardless, right? So it's almost like if you're struggling with something, or if you just need a bit of motivation, it ain't even got to be depressed. If you just want to be happy about something, sharing an experience, you will be able to find a matching Vocaloid song by one of these artists, by one of the many talented Vocaloid artists using one of these synth banks, right? Oh, you know what? It does say Special Relief Committee. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. There's a lot going on right now. It really is. I'm trying to read and comprehend and look at the visuals. I need like 2 more sets of eyeballs that's going on here. Obviously, these synth banks, these vocals, these images, right? They've been the community gave these synth banks idea, gave them breathe life into them, right? It's interesting is that whenever you're making music or whenever you decide, even though these people aren't necessarily real or whatnot, sometimes just making music or doing things with one of these synth characters, like let's say, all right, I'm feeling this type of way. What would this character say about this type of thing, right? You load up YouTube and you start bringing these characters up. You see all these other type of songs and everything that's made. It's almost like this person is not necessarily like there to kind of help you out, like personally, actually, yeah, kind of personally. It's something that I'm trying to get my words together. It's something that we've given life to that didn't necessarily have life, right? These characters, and they have the ability to make us feel a specific way, generally in a positive way, depending on, like they said, what role they're going to play. Now, some of these I don't know, like Flower. I need to probably go check out some of their songs, but they all deal with specific issues, with specific roles. And no matter what you going through, you can go and find somewhat of a solution, almost as if they were actual real people. And we do this through the community, through the songs and stuff that producers make. But it can get to the point to where it's almost kind of like they're like a ghost companion. If you were not really much of a creativeness, but you wanted to write something like a paper or something, you wanted to produce some song for the first time, if you will. Sometimes you could take that idea and use it as fuel, or use it as inspiration to do things that you may have never done, right? And it all started from an idea. It all started from a community that used these vocal banks to produce some amazing stuff, which therefore turns around and help you produce, right? So it's just a cascading domino effect. And that's how we've led here. I hope I articulated that. How it's sounding in my head, and that's what I'm getting from this, and it's wonderful. Again, I'm new to the community, but this is wonderful. They're going really fast. They're going to, shout out to y'all that just, I already can't understand Japanese, and I'm trying to read and comprehend at the same time. Let's just bear with me. The trash condition that everybody walked into the past, the trash tradition that everybody walked in the past, trash tradition, hanging on to the old ways. We don't care about those old ways. We call them trash. Okay. Even as time passes, it remains tier 1, top of the meta. Trying to move on from the past, trying to change things from what they are. But even though I'm offering solutions, it still remains tier 1. It's very interesting. Top of the meta. The meta ain't changing. We need a balance patch, right? What is with this playing rock, paper, scissors after the opponent has shown? Ooh, what? That's crazy. Well, I like that. What is with this playing rock, paper, scissors after the opponent has shown? Why am I gambling for something? Why am I gambling towards something that I already know the outcome of? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insanity, right? Right? Well, you're not doing the same thing, expecting a different income. Maybe, right? Because I guess you're not doing the same thing. You're gambling. You know the income, the outcome. That's crazy. I love that. Sometimes you could just find some really profound stuff in these lyrics, man. Show up. Guitar. They say learn from the past, but then go warm it up and learn again. Ooh, that's go learn from the past and then go warm it up and learn again. Learn it again. Obviously learn from your mistakes, but the interesting thing is to warm it up and learn it again. Let's think about what that looks like. If let's say that I'm going to give you an analogy. It's going to be a weird analogy. Okay. You just gotta bear with me. If I make a mistake and it's in the past, there's a difference between letting that mistake go untouched and actually learning from it. You know what I mean? You would say that if you were to eat some pizza, fresh hot pizza, tastes good. You know what I mean? You don't want the rest of it, so you throw it in the refrigerator. Let's look at that, not wanting the rest of it, throw it in the refrigerator as a mistake. Okay. You want to go back and eat that pizza. It's not going to taste that good unless you warm it up. But sometimes you wouldn't know that until you took a bite into the cold pizza. Now you've learned from that mistake. Now I need to warm it up. Warming it up essentially defrost it, gives you a better bite into it, allows you to properly analyze what was and what is now, right? How did the pizza taste then versus now, to understand how to move forward. Warming up your mistakes, right? Learning from them, not letting them go unchecked. Otherwise, how do you learn from them? If you make the mistake and discard it, what good is it, right? Make the mistake, learn from it. Don't ever discard it. It stops you from making other mistakes. Again, these lyrics, bro. Instrumental's crazy. Realizing that actually the one who stands up is your okay. This is a lot. Now, generally during these times is where I would search it up and go and see what the actual meaning was. But I feel happy about the conclusion that I've come to. Of course, I might be wrong. After all, I am relying on subtitles that may or may not be translated accurately. So let me know what you guys thought about it. I could have completely missed the mark. Let's have a discussion down in the comments, all right? Dave's out.